Here's your First Warn Weather Forecast First, sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
High temperatures today did reach into the upper 50s and at the 60-degree mark here in Rockford. Many other spots, though, slightly cooler than that. Actually, not too far away from our average high temperatures, which are in the upper 50s for this time of year. A little bit of a gradual increase in cloud cover, though, as we headed later into the evening, and we're still stuck with a little bit of that here into the late evening and early overnight hours. Gradually, though, that does begin to clear heading into early tomorrow morning, and as a result, our temperatures will continue to drop, especially quickly once that sky clears. We're down in the low 30s, possibly a few spots near that freezing mark, but more sunshine brings us back into the low 60s again as we head into tomorrow. A big warm up on the way, and that comes with really strong winds. I'll break down the timing of when we could see those strongest gusts coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
History at the state line for women's baseball. The first ever A League of Their Own pitted the Little Peaches against teams from a new league in Chicago. Plus an annual tradition back for another year at Midway Village, celebrating history and getting candy at the All Hallows Eve. And community members investigate for potential ghost sightings at some of the city's historical buildings, how some describe their journey and their findings.
From Fox 39, this is Eyewitness News at 9.
Good evening, I'm Rianne Weil. Thanks for joining us tonight. Before we get to those top stories, tonight the Belvedere Fire Department responded to a condominium fire with successful rescue efforts. This happened in the 1700 block of West Chrysler Drive just before 3 this afternoon. Officials say fire crews found a fully involved garage fire with flames extending to the second floor of the residence. Reports indicate that a rescue was needed for a resident in the attached condo who was bedridden due to medical conditions. The individual was safely rescued by fire personnel. No injuries were reported, and the estimated loss is about $150,000. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. It was a beautiful day for baseball at Buyer Stadium as Rockford's Little Peaches girls baseball team hosted teams from Chicago in the inaugural A League of Their Own baseball game. Our Blake Dietz was there to witness the action and learn why it's more than just a game.
Historic Buyer Stadium was the site of another historic event for women's baseball. The first ever A League of Their Own pitted the Little Peaches against teams from a new league in Chicago. Both teams featured all girls. Little Peaches coach and former player Beth Lang says it's a full circle moment for her.
I also played Little League, but I didn't have the pleasure of being able to play with all girls. I played with boys, so I think this is an awesome opportunity that these girls get to have, and it's fun to be a part of.
Baseball participation is on the rise. Youth participation in the sport reached nearly 17 million last year, and girls are a big reason why. Over 100,000 girls are now playing, according to Baseball for All.
Women and girls sports are kind of making a headway. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it gives more options, more things for girls to take part in. So I think it's an awesome thing, and to be a part of it is an honor.
The Little Peaches played against a mix of 5 teams from a brand new girls' league in Chicago. One of the teams is even named the Rockford Peaches. Richard Wanzo coaches his daughter in the league.
What we tell our daughter is, you have equal rights in this world, and you should be able to do anything that a male should do. So it's probably one of the most rewarding feelings I've ever had. To see my daughter be able to thrive in a league like this and see the smile on her face is amazing.
With Lang looking on fondly at her team, she tells me she hopes the partnership between Rockford and Chicago only grows the game.
I'm sure in the years to come there will just be more and more opportunities. Today was an eye-opener for me. I wasn't aware of the league in Chicago, so I think that's awesome. It just gives us more opportunities to make the word out there and to make it grow even bigger.
Reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Blake Dietz.
Halloween is just around the corner, and lots of organizations have been gearing up all month. Midway Village Museum hosted its All Hallows Eve event today, where visitors could trick or treat in the Victorian Village. This event has been around since 1987. Food vendors, face paintings, and even the Winnebago County Ghostbusters costume group were there today. One Midway Village member says these events help bring the community together to celebrate Rockford's history and see the museum in a different way than they normally would.
It's a living history village with about 26 replica buildings that take you back in time to the late 1800s in Rockford's history. So when they come out for Halloween, our All Hallows Eve event each year, they realize that there's a lot going on out here, and hopefully they'll come back for other events. Fredericton
says over 20 community organizations helped decorate for this year's event. Another fall event held today was the 4th annual Fall Festival hosted by the Community Life Center of Rockford. The festival included trunk or treat, engaging games, local vendors, and a live DJ. The Community Life Center created this event for the southwest side of Rockford to enjoy, whether it be harvest or Halloween focused. Today featured groups like NAMI and Rock Valley College, where families were able to connect and learn about resources if needed. One organizer says she is proud of her organization because she is constantly given the opportunity to give back to her community.
My favorite part is knowing that we're giving a service to families so parents can continue to work. If it's second shift, if it's third shift or whatnot, their kids aren't left at home. We're able to pick their kids up from school. They get snack, they get dinner, they get their homework done, they get tutoring, they get sports. So just being able to make sure that the kids are being taken care of so parents can do what they need to do.
Simmons says the event today is one of her favorite traditions that the group hosts because of all the different organizations that come together and show up. Well, Chicago's southeast side enjoyed their own Harvest Fest today as well. The 8-acre South Chicago farm, tucked away on the city's southeast side, is one of 8 farms operated by Urban Growers Collective. Families enjoyed agricultural activities like matching seeds of pictures and the fruits and vegetables they produce, along with pumpkin and gourd painting and creating herbal bouquets. Tonight, Rockfordians hit the hills as they traveled to 3 historical locations in the city looking for ghost sightings. Haunted Rockford sponsored the Rockford's Most Haunted event, where visitors were handed a schedule to travel to Veterans Memorial Hall, Tinker Swiss Cottage, and the Graham Gnestra House. Of all these sites have reported ghostly encounters and paranormal happenings. The history of the locations were shared by staff as visitors investigated. One organizer says this sort of tradition is unique to Rockford and perfect for this time of year.
There's a lot of haunted places, but these museums have a really unique thing to offer each of them. So we've had full-bodied apparitions at some of them, voices, people have been touched. So it's a lot of fun to turn out the lights and bring out the equipment and let them communicate with us.
One attendee says this event is not easy to explain to someone who hasn't been, so she encourages people to try it out themselves. Less than 2 weeks to go until the election. How the candidates are attacking the battleground states coming up next.
Our temperatures were not too far away from our average this time of year, reaching the 60-degree mark today in Rockford, but a big warm-up on the horizon along with strong winds. I'll let you know when we can see our next rain chances coming up in just a minute.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Rianne Weil, Drew Collins, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Trump rallied voters in Michigan today. It comes as a new poll shows just how close this race remains. Fox News correspondent CB Cotton has more.
With nearly a week until Election Day, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris headed to Michigan on Saturday as early voting for the entire state kicked off.
This election is a choice between whether we will have 4 more years of gross incompetence and failure, or whether we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country.
Trump rallied voters in the Detroit area before traveling to Pennsylvania.
We are going to need you this fired up for the next 10 days so that we can get this done and we can sleep at night.
The vice president appeared with former First Lady Michelle Obama in Kalamazoo as she focuses on a centerpiece of her campaign, reproductive rights.
The physicians that I've been talking with are concerned about this myriad of issues that have highlighted the fact that because of Trump, we are looking at a healthcare crisis.
It comes after a star-studded evening at Shell Energy Stadium in Houston on Friday night, where Harris was joined by Jessica Alba, Willie Nelson, and Beyonce, a Houston native.
I'm here as a mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in.
Meanwhile, polling still shows a tight race between Harris and Trump. A New York Times Siena poll has the candidates deadlocked nationally, while Trump still holds a narrow lead over Harris on one of the biggest issues to voters, the economy. Next up, the vice president will travel to Pennsylvania on Sunday, while Trump will hold a rally here in New York at Madison Square Garden. In New York, CB Cotton, Fox News.
Be sure to tune into your local election headquarters for the latest results on November 5th. We'll have reporters across the area covering the biggest races. Our special coverage starts at 9 on Fox 39. We'll also cut into programming with early results. To see the election numbers as they come in, you can also head to our website, mystateline.com, or just watch them on the ticker that will be at the bottom of your screen. It was a sunny fall day here at the State Line. When we come back, meteorologist Jordan Wolf is in to tell us about a big warm-up that's on the way.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
High temperatures today were pretty close to that 60-degree mark for many of us and actually hit exactly 60 in Rockford. A little bit above average actually for this time of year, but not all that much. Our average high temperature for today sitting at 58 in Rockford, so not too far away from that actual mark. And we continue to see a little bit of that high cloud begin to drift into the area through earlier in the evening. This is a look at what it looked like just before sunset on our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera overlooking Poplar Grove, brought to us by the Poplar Grove Airport. A little bit of that cloud cover starting to flow in, and we are still left with some of that even late into the evening tonight. That pocket of cloud cover associated with an upper level disturbance, but notice back behind it there's a lot clearer air, and that is going to clear our skies out as we head beyond 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So our temperatures will quickly fall, especially once those skies begin to clear. We're already in the 30s in some spots, but those temperatures will continue to drop, eventually reaching down into the low 30s and possibly close to freezing in a couple locations for those overnight lows. We then rebound as we head into tomorrow, though, as the clear skies give us a lot more sunshine to start off the day tomorrow, and our temperatures will once again rise into the 60s, possibly a few degrees warmer than where we were earlier today. Mostly sunny skies, fairly pleasant, 62 the high in Rockford, and winds starting to pick up out of the south around 5 to 10 miles per hour for Sunday. But big changes on the way as we head through this week, and it all starts with our upper level pattern. This is a big dip in the jet stream out to our west, and this trough is going to spread a lot of this moisture and a lot of energy our direction. And some of that energy will be translated down to the surface in the form of some fairly strong winds. We are talking about wind gusts, some of which we haven't quite seen quite so strong yet this season. And those peak wind gusts will be a little bit on the stronger side Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. For Monday, I do think we could see anywhere from 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts out of the south. And then for Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly up close to 40 or even 45 miles per hour for those strongest wind gusts during the afternoon. But the direction of those winds will shift a little bit to come more out of the south or the south-southwest as opposed to straight out of the south. What does that mean for our temperatures? They are going to surge. As I mentioned, that moisture also transporting a lot of warmth our direction, and we are going to see temperatures near record highs for Tuesday and for Wednesday. Monday doesn't quite get there, a little bit lagging behind with that warmth, but still warm for this time of year, 68 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. If we were to reach that mark 81, the forecast high for Tuesday, it would tie a record for that day's date that was set back in 1922. The record high temperature for Wednesday is back in 1950s, and that was 83 degrees. So looking like we won't quite make that record high. But the rain is coming in along with all this moisture as well. That rain initially flowing in Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening and into the overnight. We may have to keep an eye on how quickly or not quickly all of that rain will clear out as we head into Thursday afternoon for any trick-or-treating activities, but it will be much cooler for Thursday as well, highs back down into the 50s. 62 for Sunday, 68 for Monday, up to 81, near record high temperature, as I mentioned, Tuesday and for Wednesday. Rain chances Wednesday into the early part of Thursday, but once again clearing out with temperatures back in the 50s for next weekend.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Well, Drew's next with sports. The playoffs are set in high school football. Drew will show us what our local teams will be facing in the opening round next weekend.
Now sports with Drew Collins.
The stage is set for the start of the IHSA football playoffs next weekend. The first round pairings have been released. There are 20 Rockford area teams that have made the playoff field. 3 Nick 10 teams are in Class 7A. Hononegah is a 7 seed and will host Willowbrook. Guilford is a 23 seed and will play at Chicago St. Rita. Harlem is a 14 seed. The Huskies will host Chicago Mount Carmel. That is the Mount Carmel that have won 15 state championships and is coached by Jordan Lynch. We have one team competing in Class 6A. That's Belvedere North. The Blue Thunder are a 4 seed. They'll host Canelan. In Class 5A, Freeport is an 11 seed. The Pretzels will travel to Woodstock North. Rochelle is a 2 seed. The Hubs will host Aurora Marymount. Sycamore is a number 1 seed. The Spartans will host Chicago Noble. In Class 4A, the Boylan Titans are seeded 15th. They'll travel to Chicago South Shore Prep. Marengo is a 14 seed. They'll travel to number 3 seed Dixon. Class 3A is loaded with local teams. Number 1 seed Byron will host Prairie Central. Number 13 Oregon will travel to Princeton. Stillman Valley is a 15 seed. The Cardinals will play at the always tough Wilmington, and 2 local teams will face each other. 14 seed Genoa Kingston will play at 3 seed Dupec. In Class 2A, we have 1 local team, Eastland Pearl City. The Wildcats are the 9th seed. They'll play at Rock Ridge. And in Class 1A, Rockford Lutheran is a 9 seed. The Crusaders will play at Anawan Weathers Field. Lena Winslow is the 2 seed. The Panthers will host Clifton Central. Number 10 seed Stockton will travel to Princeville. And number 12 seed Galena will play at Stark County. All of the schools will take the rest of the weekend to decide which of those games will be played. Some will be played on Friday night. Most of them will be played on Saturday. You can get another look at those matchups at mystateline.com. Cross-country teams were off and running this morning in regional action. This is the girls' Class 1A regional at Oregon. Winnebago went in as a big favorite. Vinians lived up to that. Freshman Molly Webb led the way for Bago by being the first individual to finish. She finished a whopping 30 seconds ahead of runner-up Abby Bauman of Rockford Lutheran. Bago junior Morgan Capriola took 3rd. Winnebago runners took 5 of the top 8 places. Byron finished 2nd in the team standings. Oregon was 3rd. Winnebago also came up big in the boys' race at Oregon. The Indians held off runner-up Rockford Christian by 11 points in team standings. Senior Nick Martino of Winnebago was the overall individual champion. Right behind him was Rockford Christian senior Andrew Curian. Byron's Tim Starr Walt finished 3rd. For more cross-country results, go to mystateline.com. And the Fighting Illini traveled to Oregon to face the number 1 team in the nation in the Oregon Ducks. First quarter action, and Dylan Gabriel has all day to throw, and he finds Tez Johnson, puts on a nice move and gets his way to the end zone for the touchdown. 14-3 Oregon in the second. Fighting Illini defense bites on the QB option, and Dylan Gabriel walks into the end zone. The Ducks held the Illini to only 9 points the entire game, and Oregon dominates 38-9 at home and continue their flawless season. The Huskies took part in some more action. They went down to the wire with Ball State, and the Cardinals finished the game with a game-winning field goal that was 52 yards. NIU is now 1-3 in the MAC and are on a 2-game losing streak. And the Ice Hogs took care of business in Manitoba against the Moose. They won 5-3 with 5 different players scoring goals. They'll run it back tomorrow at 2. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Skies continue to clear through the evening tonight. Our temperatures dropping down into the low 30s for some, rebounding into the 60s again with more sunshine as we head into tomorrow. Early next week, the winds really start to ramp up, gusting close to 30, 40, or even 45 miles per hour at times Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and that ushers in near record warmth. 81 degrees, the forecast high on Tuesday. Right in time for Halloween. We do have some rain on the way, hopefully clearing as we head into the early part of Thursday. That does usher in a cooler air mass as we head into the weekend. High temperatures back down into the 50s.
Thanks, Jordan. That's our show. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.